what were your biggest challenges in that step, and what do you wish had happened in an ideal world?
I guess, well, it was my first go at actually running the session, so with that, I guess a little bit more experience naturally would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was a great team to experience my first sort of facilitation with, so
yeah,
that was good. I suppose having a bit of a toolkit or some ideas of questions that I could have been asking that were quite specific in terms of driving that outcome.
Mm-hmm.
I say that quite lightly because actually the conversation was awesome, and it was I think it was organically unfolding within the team, and I don't know that I guess the question I'm asking myself is how much would they have benefit would have come from me actually asking additional questions.
Yeah, there's really interesting reflection. One of the aspects is that it was your first time, and it's amazing that you ran that session and you hadn't chatted to me, because you don't need to chat to me, and you've experimented with it, and you're only going to get more.
I did chat to some others who run it.
Oh, great, nice. Well, that's
yeah.
great. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's how the ecosystem is developing, right?
Yeah.
And you're only going to get more experience by doing it and failing a little bit and then adapting it.
Mm.
A couple of the questions that I have up my sleeve when I get to that stage sometimes, and through my own trial and error, around the actions and rituals, sometimes those answers that come out from the team can be a little bit superficial potentially. Like, let's say supported or brave was one of the top two things that people really wanted to feel at work. That was the feeling that they really needed to have to be successful. And the answer is, we need to communicate more. Well, sure, that's great and that's important, but what does that mean, or what does that look like? So I ask people I try to anyway, with varying success, to be honest as well, at first, is say, we need to be as specific as possible, like as detailed as possible in that. So whatever the answer is, how can we measure that action or ritual behavior? Because be more communicative is a great answer, but how can we measure that? Or how do we know if that's happening? So you try to get people as granular as possible, push them down to be as specific as possible with those answers for them.
Yeah.
And sometimes that doesn't happen at first because you're introducing this conversation to them for the first time. So it's great they've thought at that level, but then maybe over time you can then encourage them or challenge them to go deeper and get more granular, more specific, and add more detail to that.
And I think that's what we got out of the second session, because we had the time and space, and it was a second go at it. We actually could go into that granular detail, and we did.